Hey guys, welcome back to another Star Wars Fan 03 video, and today I'm going to be reviewing Logan, a 2017 film starring Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Daphne Keane, Stephen Merchant, and Boyd Holbrook. So what this movie's about is Wolverine is old and he's experienced some stuff. He's taking care of Professor X in a hideout, and mutants, there hasn't been one born in 25 years. And then all of a sudden this woman comes along and she wants Logan to take a clone named Laura, well, like a clone mutant sort of, up to this place called Eden, where she will be safe. And Laura has the powers that Logan has, the retractable claws, healing factor, stuff like that. And they are also being chased down by this group called Transigen, led by Dr. Grant and Dawn Pierce, and they need to make it in time to get to Eden and for her to be saved. Now, I've had a great history with the X-Men franchise. The original trilogy I thought was great. Origins Wolverine sucked. First Class and Days of Future Past were really good, and Apocalypse was very disappointing. And also the other Wolverine film, The Wolverine, I also really liked that one, and this movie was rated R, like Deadpool was, and also if the Unleashed edition of the Wolverine had been released as well rated, it would be rated R due to all the violence. And the R rating for this was interesting to me because we hadn't had really an R-rated Wolverine movie yet, and I was really interested to see what they would do with this. This was my second most anticipated movie of the year. You can check my channel name to figure out what my number one is. And overall, what I thought of this movie, this is the greatest X-Men movie yet. Guys, if you haven't watched this movie yet, do yourself a favor and watch it right now. And click off this review and just watch it right now, because A, this is going to contain spoilers anyway, and B, this movie is a really incredible film. I mean, if you're under the age of like 13, then maybe you shouldn't watch it because of all the violence and swearing and that 2 seconds of boobs, but other than that, there should be no excuse that you should not be able to watch this movie. This movie was freaking incredible. Now first, let's just point out the elephant in the room. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. This is his best performance yet, and yeah, if he doesn't get nominated for an Oscar, then there's something wrong with the Academy, because this is actually a really great film. He deserves to be nominated, and like, this is his last time playing Wolverine, which is actually kind of sad to me, because I actually grew up with his character, and overall, he did a great performance. And yeah, and like seeing all the stuff that's happening to him, like he just, this craggy old man whose powers are slowly going away. And like, this is the story of the life of a guy that ends up like, that's having a terrible life and ending with his like death, sort of, because him dying in the end of the film was just a like, kind of a great send-off. Despite the tears in my eyes, it was still, like, the right way to do it, in my opinion. And, yeah, and also, Hugh Jackman also plays the X-24, which is the, a transgenic clone of Wolverine that's actually more like Wolverine, like, more advanced, like in his earlier X-Men movies. And, yeah, I also liked him in it, and I found it really impressive that they were able to like get Hugh Jackman to play a double role in the movie. And also, Daphne Keane, she actually did an amazing job, especially for a child actor, because kids in movies are notorious for not being that great, like with Jake Lloyd in Phantom Menace. But I've noticed that like younger people are starting to improve with acting, like with Eleven in Stranger Things. She's pretty good. And yeah, I think she's probably gonna go places. She recently got cast for this another movie that's gonna be like this Hulu original, I think it is. And yeah, she was also really good in this movie. And let's also give credit to the other characters in the movie. For example, Xavier, played by the always great Patrick Stewart, he was amazing in the movie, and this, I believe, is also his last X-Men movie, although he said he'd come back for Deadpool and Legion, but I think this is, like, basically his last main X-Men movie, and just seeing him getting killed off, just like X-24 just popping his claws into him, that was actually really shocking, but, like, I knew something was up, but I didn't really think, like, that would be the big twist of the movie, but still. And also, other characters were great, such as Caliban, you also got, Xander Rice, and, also the villain, Donald Pierce, who, is kind of like another Donald that we know with, like, kind of blondish hair that wants to take out a certain kind of get rid of a certain kind of people, and yeah, he was really great in the movie, and I also think that, Boyd Holbrook was a great actor. He was a great choice for the film. Also, the story was actually a really good movie. Story, brain fart. Yeah, the story was actually really good for the movie, and I honestly, think Wolverine was the right character for the story, and overall the plot was actually really good, and it was just spot on and very enjoyable. And also the direction from James Mangold, who directed the previous Wolverine film, he also did a great job with this movie, and I honestly think that this is probably one of the best directions of an X-Men movie, if that makes sense. I don't know. Point is, he's great. In the end, guys, it is very clear to you now that I love Logan. Like I said, this is my favorite movie in the entire X-Men cinematic universe, and yeah, this movie was great. I loved everything about it, so it definitely gets an A+. And now, on to the Blu-ray. This Blu-ray is a fantastic package. First off, the audio. And the audio was, actually pretty good. I could pretty much hear what was going on. And overall, it had a good surround mix. And also, the visual, there's nothing really I could do to symbolize the visual, so I'll just leave it at this screen. The video quality was also pretty good. I liked how they were able to, like, actually make it look pretty good, and yeah, overall, that's my take on the audio visual. Now let's move to the extras. So the first set of special features is the deleted scenes, which are also available on the DVD version, and the deleted scenes were actually pretty interesting. First off, there's Logan Gets a Ticket, which is a scene where Logan gets pulled over for speeding, and he was going 84 miles an hour, and I honestly thought that was a pretty funny scene. Alternate dinner scene is actually the scene where, you might have heard about this, but it's a scene where they mention, Jean Grey as, and they were like, oh, he did have a wife, Jean Grey, Logan killed her. And yeah, I honestly thought that was also a pretty good scene. And then Caliban's death. Now, when I first saw the name for the scene, I thought, what? Didn't he already die? But it was just showing him, like, actually die, like, showing his dead corpse and stuff like that. So, yeah, that was pretty good. Bobby's action figure actually has, a scene where Bobby is talking to Logan and asks him if Sabretooth is real, and he has a Sabretooth action figure. And, yeah. medical tent connect the dots is actually a scene that doesn't have finished visuals because you see the green screen on Boyd Holbrook's arm instead of like the actual robotic hand. And like it's a scene where Xander Rice is interrogating someone, and I also thought that was a good scene. And Mutant Kid Puppet Master is a scene where one of the mutants is like he has telekinesis and like he uses it to like shoot other people and then he shoots himself. And that's it. And then making Logan, I always just press play also. I can't tell which part is which. The parts are crafting the story, casting the film, designing the world, creating the score, stunts and fights, and rapping Logan. And I also thought this was a good 75-minute documentary. I liked how they were able to, they actually like showed some of the stuff in depth on actually like what they did with the movie, and overall this was a pretty cool featurette documentary. And audio commentary, I don't really listen to like full on audio commentary. By the way, this is also on the DVD, the commentary. And but I did listen to some pieces about like how James Mangold wanted to make it about what Logan feared most, which is love, and overall this was a pretty good from what I've heard, it was a pretty good track. And finally, the theatrical shows. Now, normally I don't go like in depth with trailers on Blu-ray, but I actually do want to point something out. It comes with not only theatrical trailer 1 and theatrical trailer 2, but also Red Band trailer 2, which is the one where Logan and Xavier say the F word. But what's missing is actually Red Band trailer 1, which is Red Band, which is a one where the only difference is Logan just takes out his clothes and then just impales that guy through the freaking chin, and yeah, that was actually a pretty cool trailer, but you know what, whatever. And that's it for the extras, and now let's talk about the last thing that's on the Blu-ray package, which is extremely worth talking about. And that last piece is, of course, Logan Noir. Now, I sometimes tend to set my TV to black and white and actually like watch movies in black and white. But this one actually, James Mangold like actually re-edited the film to like actually remaster it in black and white to have a better blend of colors. And honestly, I think that is actually a pretty good idea, and he reacted in that way. And the only difference really in the video is obviously the color effect. And yeah, and also the only extra is the audio commentary by James Mangold, which is identical to the audio commentary on the color version of the film. And yeah, so overall, the Logan Noir version actually is really a good version of the film. And now, to my final thoughts. Overall, guys, Logan is a fantastic movie that has a fantastic Blu-ray. If I had to have one disappointment with the movie, it's that the Deadpool short that came with it theatrically, No Good Deed, wasn't on the Blu-ray and DVD. But you know what? Whatever. So, I would definitely highly recommend the Logan Blu-ray, based on the quality of the movie alone, plus also that it's a pretty good package. So, yeah, I give this Blu-ray a highly recommended. Thank you to all my audience for tuning into this video for my Logan Blu-ray movie review, and this is Star Wars Fan 03 signing out. See y'all next time.